takes away one hand. I was preparing for a concert around Thelonious Monk, and Thelonious Monk, we were celebrating his 100th birthday. And so I remember writing you and asking you, oh, can I borrow part of your video for this Thelonious Monk concert?
Yeah, I remember that.
You know, sometimes when we think about, or when I think about jazz and where it functions, then sometimes having it always kind of exist in a jazz club or a concert hall, but trying to find its other kinds of ways that it has relationships often gets contained. So, you know, like this was a way to like, oh no, this is like, you know, when you hear music and you're looking at a basketball court, all of a sudden, it's more like you're just hearing the, you know, the wind rustle, not like, oh, let me hear the song. You know, like it's like it just exists.
Like you said, the wind rustle. When I filmed this, there was obviously sound.
Right.
But I was further away from the basketball court. It was actually not the sound of the basketball court. It was the sound of the traffic or what people were doing around me. And then, so when you asked for those 10 minutes or 15 minutes and played over there at the Kennedy Center, that was when I came back to you and was hoping that you would consider playing an hour, which I think is a very difficult thing to do.
Yeah, but also normal too. You know, I mean, like in a concert is longer than that, and I think the thing is that, you know, because sometimes within a concert, you know, you don't have to see an image, right? So it can kind of exist in this abstract space really clearly. You know, you can just accept the sound for what it is. And now that there's a relationship, you know, with something also as potent as basketball in Brooklyn. Like that's a real thing, you know what I mean?
I know. And then bringing it here, yeah, that's very deep because this is a Tokyo in Japan. It's a very special place. I've been here many times, and there's things here that we don't have at home. A wave to get full length. There, right there. Yes, amazing. Teach me. On our second rehearsal, where you played the whole hour, I all of a sudden realized that I was seeing what was happening in the film better than I'd ever seen it before. I also felt is that usually when people make a soundtrack for a film, this happens in a studio, and whatever is there, the film is there, or the director could even ask you to bring it home, and then you work on it and you do retakes and you think about it. But for me, it was about, because the film I made, I decided on this day, I'm going there. I'm going there at 3 o'clock, and I'm going to film for 1 hour, and that's going to be the movie. And I'm going to accept whatever happens on that day. I'm not going to say, oh, this was not a good day, I'm going to come back. And that's why I felt it was really interesting to have the movie play live, and you play your music, you bring out whatever it is that is inside of you today, and we record it, and then I accept it for what it is. Like I don't have to go back and say, oh, let's do this again, or let's do this part again, you know. And that's why when we talked in the rehearsal, I said, you know, yes, sometimes it's about what you see in the movie, but it can also just be what you're just feeling, you know.
Yeah.
My intention was never for you to actually say like, well, look at this and try to react to what is happening. It was more of like, look at this and feel it and just play and just add to it and just have it be, you know, because I know if we would do this multiple times, well, we did it once and today we're doing it twice, it will always be different. Yeah. Just like the movie will always be the same, but if I would say it, set it up another day, it would be a different, it would also be a different thing. Yeah. I'm actually deeply honored that you came here to do this for me, and it means a lot for me. You know, it means a lot because I have a deep admiration for your mind, your brain, your music. What I've learned most from you since I've known you is that I should be more open to more things. So you know, so I think.
I'm sorry.
Be live in front of an audience, just like the film. The film, this basketball court, I see almost. I often have very quick opinions about things, either positive, negative, medium. But I also felt, you know, like, and I think maybe it's not just Jason, maybe because I'm a musician, you know, there's a very, I don't know how to say it. It's a different way. You have see, I have an instrument that mostly in photography fractures a little bit of time. Then of course I love making film, but in film still what happens is, specifically the way I film, it's just what plays out in front of me in the park. You know, I wasn't there with a megaphone telling everyone, hey, you with the hula hoop, you know, run over there and do this. And I believe that in music, you know, it's just wide open. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. And it gave him like such a really strong impression on him.
Yes. Thank you. Domo. Cool.
We usually don't rent out any office space.
I hope that the photographs are more things that give people thought that go beyond the frame.